Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So I wanted to show you a different way to use the new pop-up book dies that I've got, and I've created this open book easel card. Now I have done this style before on my other channel, Mixed Up Craft, so if you want to make something similar without the dies, head over to this tutorial here. But if you do have these dies, then this is something else that you can create with them. So I've used the happy birthday stamps in the middle, and then I've used the flowers which were part of the new home set, but flowers will go with anything. And then inside it's just an easel card, so you've got your space there to write your message. It's held up with the stopper there, and then it all goes flat, and that will go into a box envelope, and I'll have those linked in the tutorial. Really fun card to make, so let's get started. So this is the pop-up book mechanism that I'm using. So I've already cut all of the mats and layers to make the card blank. So I've got this piece here. So get yourself a piece of A4, letter size, whatever, and fold it in half. If you want to score and fold it, do so. And then you're going to take the largest of the dies, and then on the side here you've got this more deeper curve and then the slight curve there. You want the deeper curve at the top, and you're going to run that along the top, so the folded side. Okay, so that's the fold, and you want to have, if I lay this back down, you can see where I've got it overhanging. So you want to have it overhanging by about 1/4 of an inch. Run that through the machine, and it will keep the top part all attached. It will cut that little bit in the middle, that's fine, but it will give you that shaped card blank. Okay, and then with your scoreboard, in the first part here, you want to score at 2 3/4, which will be half of that section. Fold it in half, and you can see we've got the start of our easel card. I've then cut another piece using that largest die, and I'm going to stick that one on the front half of this piece. You'll see it will all line up there. So I'm going to do that bit first. You want to fold it all flat, then you can just line up everything. I've then taken, you don't need the large one anymore, taken the next size down, and I've cut it in this purple colour, and I've embossed it using my 8x8 Ditsy print embossing folder. This one's back in stock now, along with the linen one as well, and I'm going to stick that one inside here, so I've got a nice layer. I've then cut the largest again in purple, and then I've cut the middle one in this lighter shade, and then I've used the smaller die to cut again in the darker purple. So you can add the score line through the middle if you want, it's up to you. I'm just going to line up this point here, or the dip there, and again I didn't score this one, just to tidy that up a bit. And I think that one, this one already has the line because it's the last of the nested shapes. And then I'm just going to pop a curve into these pieces. Next, I want to start attaching it to the front here. So first of all, I'm going to add some tape just along each side of the score line. So just lay it down over the top so it all lines up. And then what I'm going to do is with the foam, so I'm going to bring it up like so. So I'm actually creating, will it be 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th page. Now if you want to add your foam under there now, you can. I'm going to stick mine all together in the middle first, and then I'm just going to add the foam between each layer. So again, just adding some tape either side. As I said before, you might not want to add tape. You could punch 2 little holes. You could maybe do some bookbinding and use some of your bookbinding threads to attach it together. You might want to have a nice ribbon tie in the middle. There's lots of ways to decorate this, and I'll be sharing this a lot during Facebook Live when I do my mix and match videos. So if you're on Facebook, every Friday I do a made to surprise mix and match, and then I do a voiceover and upload it onto YouTube. But it's a really nice couple of hours just showing different ways to use products, and I tend to bring out a lot of older products and mix them with the newer lines. And then that last one, just making sure I've got a nice equal border along here. Then I've got my foam tape here, so I'm just going to cut a little strip off there. I do it from behind here, so I'm just sticking it onto the back there. I'm going to do one at a time. Take the release paper off. And then because I've already got that curve in it, it makes it a bit easy to lift. And I'm just going to bring it up like so. And then that one will be slightly lifted on top, and then again that one. So now I know my border, I just need to match that on the other side. So you can do it when they're all stuck down like I've done, or if you want to do each layer at a time, you can. Okay, so now you can see I've got my lifted pages. If you want to lift them even more, then double up the foam or bring these pieces further in so you get more of an arch. But that's quite a lot of dimension already, and I want that to fit in my gift boxes that I've already got on my channel, and they're 1 inch deep. So I just, if you want to use those tutorials, then I recommend you don't go any higher. So I'm looking at there, by the time some of the embellishments are on, yeah, I'm coming in at about 7/8 of an inch now, so I think that's going to be fine. And now you can see when you bring that up, we've got our open book. So I've got my stopper here, which is the same width of the die, and then I've cut it to 1 inch wide, and then the purple piece on top is 3/4. And I've just put some foam between each of those layers. Now it's up to you with any easel card. You can have it quite far back, so you might have a big sentiment that you're putting here. You might just want to have some flowers as a stopper there, and then, like I said, a sentiment. Because my sentiment's on the book, I don't need to worry too much. I'm going to have flowers in the middle here. So I'm going to have, the flowers are probably going to still end up being the stopper. This is probably going to just be more decorative because the flowers are going to overhang. But I'm just going to have that about there. You can see how that holds itself. So I've got my flowers here, and I've got the sentiments. So the flowers are from the new home editions, but they work well, you know, flowers can go with most things. And then I've got the happy birthday set here. So you've got the poem and you've got the sentiment. So I've used my Black Widow colour pencils. I've just kept with all those same purple tones, and then I've added some accent glaze over the balloons and the polka dots here and the glaze or the icing on the cake. And then I've added a curve already into these to match the curve on here. Now I'm going to bring mine closer into the middle score line there, so I've got another page. But as I've said in most of the videos, it can be a proper layer as well if you want to have an equal border on all 4 sides. So I'm going to use my construction glue all on this, so that will hold that curve once this is completely dry. Actually, what I'm thinking is I'm going to add some more foam to the back of this piece as well, just to give that a lift on that outer edge. So I'm just going to add that over the top. Again, just focus on the middle there. I mean, you might not want to have these, and you might want to cut this piece in white and then stamp your message on that piece. So lots of ways to change this up. Hold that in the middle there. So again, you can see I've got that lift there. So that will now bring me to that 1 inch. Yeah, still just slightly under, so that's okay. So I'm just going to do the same with this piece. Okay, so that's that all stuck down. And then I'm just going to finish off now with the flowers. I don't know if I'm going to use all of these. I was going to have some actually on the book, and then a couple on the front. So I've got my hot glue gun on. I've just punched a little circle just to give my flowers a white centre. I think I'm going to just double up some of these, like so. Okay, so that's the finished card. So that's how it will look when I take it out of the envelope, and then they just have to prop it up on the little stopper there so it can be displayed. Really lovely style, will work with so many occasions. And then you've got all your space inside there to write your message, or if you want, you can have it on the back as well. I'll link up the boxes that this will fit in, and I'll also link the one where you don't need the dies as well, just to give you some more inspiration. And like I said, I think that one was a Christmas version. So I hope you've enjoyed this open book easel card from me today. I will link, as always, all of the product that I've used in the description box below. I'll have some other tutorials popping up now as well that you might want to watch next. And as always, if you enjoyed today and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos. See you all again soon. Bye.